Hello, this is Shivanand Thorat. In this third episode of the series, Data Analysis Using Excel, I will explain the descriptive statistics computed in Microsoft Excel using the Data Analysis option available under the Data tab. This option is not active by default and you need to manually activate it from the settings. How to activate it and how to compute this descriptive statistics has been covered in the first and the second episode of this series. I have dropped their links in the description box. Now let us understand what these descriptive statistics options are one at a time. Mean is an arithmetic average of all values in a variable. For example, if I add all 30 scores on a stress variable and then divide that sum by 30, that is by total number of sample elements, I will get the arithmetic average, that is what we call mean value. Median is the midpoint of the distribution. If values in the dataset are arranged either in ascending or descending order. For example, in this dataset, if I arrange all values in the ascending order and then select the midpoint, that will be a middle number between 15th and the 16th value. Formula for median is n plus 1 divided by 2. In this case, it is 30 plus 1 divided by 2, that is 31 divided by 2, and we get 15.5th value in the ascending or descending ordered scores will be the median value. Mode is a score occurring the highest number of times in the dataset. Now, a dataset can have more than one mode if there are more than one values occurring the highest number of times. If the distribution has one mode, that is one peak, it is called as a unimodal distribution. In case of two modes, that is two peaks, the distribution is called as bimodal. And in case of more than two modes, it is described as a multimodal distribution. These three, that is mean, median and mode, are collectively referred to as measures of central tendency. Standard deviation is a statistic that measures the dispersion of a dataset relative to its mean. It is calculated as the square root of the average squared deviation from the mean. Here, if I calculate mean value and subtract mean value from all the scores and then take their squared values and then take average of all and then take its square root, I'll get the standard deviation value. The greater is the standard deviation, greater will be the magnitude of the distribution. Sample variance is the average squared deviation from the mean. So basically, if you square the standard deviation, you get variance. And if you take the square root value of the variance, you get the standard deviation. That is squared standard deviation equals to variance. Kurtosis is a measure that defines how heavily the tails of a distribution differ from the tails of a normal distribution. In other words, kurtosis identifies whether the tails of a given distribution contain extreme values. There are three categories of kurtosis. Zero value of the kurtosis denotes the perfect normal distribution and it is called as mesokurtic distribution. If the kurtosis value is positive, it is called as leptokurtic, and if the kurtosis value is negative, it is called as a platykurtic distribution. Skewness, on the other hand, is a measure of the symmetry of a distribution. A distribution is skewed if the tail of one side of the mode is flatter or longer than the other side. There are two types of skewness, positive skewness and negative skewness. Distribution curve is called as positively skewed when the mass of the distribution is concentrated on the left side of the curve, and the distribution is called as negatively skewed when the mass of the distribution is concentrated on the right side of the curve. The minimum and the maximum values are the lowest and the highest values in the dataset. Range is calculated by subtracting the lowest value from the highest value. That is, maximum minus minimum gives you range. Sum is summation of all scores and count is a sample size. Standard error of mean is calculated by dividing the standard deviation by square root of n. In this example, standard deviation is 9.42 and square root of 30 is 5.48. If you divide 9.42 by 5.48, you get standard error, that is 1.72. If sample size is less than 30, general convention is to divide standard deviation by square root of n minus 1. Now coming to the last descriptive statistic, confidence interval at 95%. Confidence interval 95% is calculated by multiplying the standard error of mean value by a corresponding z-score below which 95% of the scores fall from the given sample. The corresponding z-score below which 95% of cases fall for a sample size of 30 is 2.042. If you multiply standard error value by 2.042, you get confidence interval at 95%. In simple words, if you add confidence interval value in mean and subtract confidence interval value from the mean, you get an interval. In this case, it will be mean minus CL95 equal to mean minus confidence level 95 and mean plus CL95 equal to mean plus confidence level at 95%. And you can state that the mean will fall within this interval 95% of the times. I hope you find this screencast helpful. Thank you for watching. If you have any queries, feel free to contact me and I would be happy to assist you. Subscribe the channel for more content on research and statistics. This is Shivanand Thorat signing off. See you in the next episode.